mic right over here. Yeah, sound is good. Maybe speakers aren't good. Okay. Okay. Beautiful. So we have these few things running. Let's take a look at, I mean, man, the way gold moved yesterday. Let me remove the periods. So yesterday, they cut the rates, right? Yesterday, the rates were cut. And even though the rates were cut yesterday, price of gold, we still continued to move bearish. And the reason why we continued to move bearish was because you got to look at what they said in the press conference, right? What they said in the press conference was that, okay, we are cutting the rates, and with these rate cuts, they said that it will stabilize the economy. It will make the economy much better. So that's what happened. Oh, yeah. So reason why white chart that there's light here. Good. Right, so that's it. Oh wow, look at the port. Yeah, look. So I guess at this point we'll just have to wait to see how price will react. But back to what they said in the press conference, what they basically talked about was that the rate cuts are good for the economy. It's better, and like, you know, they should stay like that. That's why we had this hold down. But other than that, I think as we're coming into the holiday season, start to see, like, you know, what real effects are. All right, so okay. All right. Yeah, sound should be good there for you YouTube guys as well. Yes. Sound is good for you. Check your speakers. But yeah, I'm going to be waiting here. I'm going to be waiting to see how price closes at 2606. And, you know, obviously we have our resistance right up over here around 2622. For today's London, can you please describe your possible entries? No, I had no possible entries because I was flying. I was traveling. The only trade I took was this sell. This one sell I took. And wow, look at that. I got about, like, you know, 35 pips, but price moved. Wow, look at that. 85 pips over here. 85 pips. It was a very, very big move over here. Can Canadian join? Oh. What time frame is here? This is the 30-minute time frame. Let's do a little breakdown on pound yen here as well. Looking at the 4-hour, wow, pound yen moved absolutely insane. Wild move on pound yen. This is the 4-hour time frame. So we have formed a resistance. At the same time, we need to see where we moved up. Obviously, we moved up from support. Let's take a look on the 1-hour time frame. Looking at the 1-hour time frame, wow, look at that. We moved up, came down. Maybe we're creating a support on the 30-minute time frame. This is it right over here. I guess we're creating a support on the 30-minute time frame. This candle is also going to close in about 4 minutes. So we will see what New York Open will bring on. I think if we can form support, pound yen can continue to push up. The ranges are very, very big as well. But gold, on the other hand, is going to be really interesting to see where we close in the next 4 minutes. Do we close below 2606? Or will there going to be some sort of a retracement and we close back in the range? So that will be very interesting to see. Do you provide mentorship? No. No mentorship provided. I am Mutuka from Kenya. Okay, Mr. Mutu. Since I started watching the Market Fluidity University, I've improved a lot in trading. Thank you, Raja. Thank you, Mutu. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Funny name, but good name. I already took my sell position, 26.15. You are great. Okay, awesome. Yeah, right now it's just like, we just have to wait to see how price will react to this level. That's it. We'll just have to wait. But at the same time, I kind of want to understand, like, are you guys really looking to trade Christmas time as well? Like, I know it can get very interesting, but I would say maybe take the next week off. Take the next week off, because it's gonna make no sense at all to trade the Christmas week. Yeah, it's gonna make no sense at all to trade the Christmas week. Where's my joint? Love from India. Thank you. Oh, look at that. We're retracing 2606. So I think now in this point right over here, if we do create some sort of a support, because look, this is a 160 pip range. This is a 160 pip range. We have unemployment claims coming up. And if we do create support, I think there's a possibility we can continue to. If we create support, it's going to be better. We have to wait for that to happen. Love from Germany. Thank you. Appreciate it. Are you going to sell? No, I'm not selling. Not selling. I just took one trade. That's it. Looks like you're in Pakistan. Yes. How did you know? From that, no. That whiteboard? The whiteboard? That whiteboard, I recorded the entire Smart Raja concepts on that whiteboard. That whiteboard. And the curtain. Yes, and the curtain. But anyway, I recorded the entire Smart Raja concepts on that whiteboard. Crazy. And the lighting I used was the natural lighting. And you know what else is behind that curtain? My cold plunge tub. You guys want to see my cold plunge tub? Cold plunge tub? No, actually it's dark outside, so I can't really. I would have back up. So we got about like a minute and a half left here for this candle to close for NY Open. Pound yen is creating great support. If I was trading pound yen, I'd be taking buys. I'd be taking buys for price to continue to push up. If I was trading pound yen. But hey, listen, we have holidays coming up. You guys can relax. You guys can chill, and basically just take it easy. Like, look, I've taken in December. I've taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades in 5 trades. But man, what I think price will close below this area. We're about to close below this area. We have about 33 seconds left. What's the difference between SRC to the MFU classes? MFU is a higher version of SRC. That's what MFU is. MFU, Market Fluidity University, those videos, those webinars are in much more. Sound is low? No, the sound is perfectly fine. Something to do with your speakers. All right, look at that. This is NY Open. We have unemployment claims coming up. The 30-minute candles. Wow. The 30-minute candles have been moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles moving down. 5 candles moving down. Are you smoking a joint? No, that's haram. Super haram. I don't smoke joints. But look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 30-minute candles have been pushing down. And this has moved about 150 pips. So for you to say that the 6th candle can continue to push down, that's a fallacy. I don't think that could be the case. Sound, I am 100% sure. I understand what guys. Take a look. Let me do some uh, technical analysis. Okay. Uh, okay. Try to find a permanent solution for it. Should be good, right? Oh, good now. Perfect. But you know the problem is with the problem. The problem with keeping them here is that's the that's the biggest breaking. Yeah, I know it's breaking, but there's candle stopping. Fix happening. These yeah, I'm basement. These touch this here. Stream. Test, test, test. It should be good. Okay, there you go. YouTube fixed your issue over there. What is this threshold anyway? We might see some bounce from this level. Bounce from this price bouncing or this threshold? Because someone told me wherever you put the threshold, your thing should bounce from it, bounce from there. But anyway, it is what it is, guys. Make sure you have some headphones. But yeah, let's just wait to see what happens to price at this level. That's going to be better. Right over here. That's going to be better to say. Because if we do retrace and then come back above 2606, then there's a very, very, very good possibility we can continue to push up. But taking sells here when price has already moved so much without retracing, I think that's a little bit risky. Wow, look at those spreads. 5, 6, 5, 6. Wild things happening in the market. Wild things. You know, looks like those issues are still here with the LME. You took a trade, sell, yeah, earlier on, way before NY open. Is there a way to switch from standard account to ECN, or should I redeposit? No, there's no way. The ECN account, I think the minimum is 500 or 1,000. I'm not too sure, but that's the minimum. Pound yen is fine. Pound yen hasn't broken above this area to continue to push up. Even though if someone would have taken a sell well, let's say if someone would have taken a buy at 191,951 on the 30 minute, the stop was like 35 pips. But on the 50, oh wow, look at that. So okay, that makes sense. Look at this. The buy on pound yen didn't really make sense. I mean, on the 30 minute it made sense, but then you have to look at the 15 minute. You have to make sure like all the aligns, like all the time frames, they align properly, right? So if we look on the 15 minute here now, the 15-minute candle closed with a small body. Alex, is this the same Alex? This is a different Alex. Alex, is this a leaderboard, Alex? If it is, then you know why. If you're someone else, then I don't know you. I don't know. We might see some bounce on this level. Okay, yeah, we'll see. Are you what? Using negative RR? No. Spread problem for oh, no, there's no spread problem. Look at that. I want to meet you in Pakistan in your city. Okay. The only person I'm gonna meet here in Pakistan is Noman. That's the only person who I'm gonna meet. I'm gonna meet Noman, and I'm gonna meet his other buddy. They talk a lot of smack. So I told them, hey, listen, I'm here till this date. This is where I am. Come see me. I don't do online stuff. Come see me, and then let's sort it out. Got 80 pips from 2014 to 2006. Oh, nice. 2006. What 2006? Do you take entry in gold? No. Honestly, I'd like to take a buy to get some of this retracement. If we do come above 2606, then that's like a classic fake out. That would be a classic fake out. And then we could continue to push up. So that's why it's going to be waiting. Waiting is going to be more important. If you do take a sell here, I understand some mindsets, So if you do take a sell at 2603, and then you're going to say, okay, my stop loss is going to be like, 30 pips, whatever, above this candle, and you're expecting price to move down. What you're saying is that after price has moved 240 pips, you're going to take a sell. No, either you would have taken a sell somewhere in this area or somewhere below these wicks for price to fill this range. Where I took a sell was right over here, below these wicks for price to fill this range. But I didn't let my trade run the whole range. I let my trade run till 2609, maybe 50% of the range. That's it. Because I wasn't sure whether we're going to come down, retrace, bounce, what's going to happen. Had no idea. Plus, this was my first trade of the week. Look at this. Current week. This is my first trade of the week. What day is it today? Thursday. First trade of the week. Didn't trade Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Didn't. Just traded today. So whenever you're trying to take a sell, make sure you take a sell from a break of a support, or you take a sell from a rejection of a resistance. But taking sell here, I think is going to be difficult. So it's going to be important to maybe wait for price to retrace, go back in the range to maybe go up. Which currents are you trading? Nothing. Just looking at gold. That's it. Just looking at, pound yen here also, it's rejecting this. But as we discussed earlier on, the 15-minute candle of the 30-minute closed with a small body. So, that gave like a little, that gave it like a big chance of price not moving up. You mentioned this year that you're not going to trade. What made you trade again? I don't know. I saw this opportunity. On gold, and then I just, that itch in me. That itch in me was like, okay, let's execute, and that's where I execute. Ooh, what? Oh, Don Wu is back. Mr. Pam guy. Oh, it's been a while. All right. No, you know what? I'm not going to watch this video. I'm not going to watch this video. I am going to, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to record myself watching this video, and that's going to be my raw reaction. You know, that's going to be my raw reaction. So I want to get my raw reaction. I want to get my raw reaction. Yeah, I think that's going to be better. That's going to be a really good video to go on YouTube. My raw reaction. You know, and we got like, you know, some medicine over here as well. So like, you know, I think that's going to be a very, very good idea. Hi Raja, my LODI. What the hell is LODI? If I will start to trade for $500 to 1,000, is okay to use iPad for the meantime and upgrade later for a laptop when I get good profit? Yes, that's good. You can trade from your iPad, because the iPad is like, you know, the kind of like it has like a very nice big size. It's better that way. Trade on iPad. But on the phone, trade on the phone to, I don't think it's going to work. And one big reason why it's not going to work is because you have your phone, you have your app on. Okay, you have your phone. You have your phone, you have your app on, you know, you're looking through the app, and then, you know, like a phone call comes or someone messages you, and then you get distracted. So that's what trading on the phone is. No. iPad, yeah, sure. You can treat it as like, last week registered to Dominion Markets and started demo, still a student. No, I think you should deposit at least $50. You know, start with a live account. Start with a live account. Deposit $50 and just get the feel of trading real money. You know, just get the feel of trading real money, going in drawdown in real money. Because, like, you know, at the same time, you're going to be learning about price action and technicals on your $50 account. But at the same time, you're going to be learning about emotional money management. Because if you're trading demo, you're not learning emotional money management. And when you go on to live, then you start to learn emotional money management. So now your learning curve has gotten even bigger, you know. So that's why I always recommend people to go live, maybe even if it's with $20, you know, if it's with $50, just go live. Go live and you're going to learn about emotional money management at the same time. Very, very important. Very important. Makes no sense to go down again. You know, and also, like, you know, it's a good way to test out the trading environment of a brokerage as well. You know, you deposit $50, you deposit $100, you test out the environment, the execution and all this, and then you understand that, oh, okay, like, you know what, this is where I should stick with. Because to be honest, your demo environments and your live environments are not the same. Your demo environment will always be different from your live environment. That happens industry-wide, you know. So when you open up a demo environment, that's like you're raising your expectation, or you're decreasing your expectation. Oh wow, look at that. Mad Lord said it correctly, that in demo, even you have $50,000 drawdown, you're going to feel nothing. But in live, even if you're in a $1 drawdown, you're going to feel a whole lot of emotions. You're going to say, shit, my account from $500 is now $498. I got to make this $2 back. You know, you're not going to be happy. You're going to be, there's going to be something bothering you. I lost $2 today. It's at $498. Visually, it doesn't look good. It has to be 501 or 502. You know, so that's something you learn to overcome when you truly trade a live account. And it's so important. Learning that is more important than learning technical analysis. That's way more. I grow 500 to 2200 in live by using SRC. Oof, but wash it in one day by overtrading. Man. And write my mistakes. Your mistakes are just overtrading. That's it. There's no other mistakes. Just overtrading. Maybe wait for resistance and then price to push down. Yeah, that's going to be better. Wait for resistance. Wait for resistance. Did the high fees, and in getting that $2 back, you will lose more. Oh, absolutely. You always end up losing more. You know, especially let's say your account is at $970 or $980, or no, $996 your account, and you want to get that 1,000. And to get those extra $4, you may close your day at like $850 or $870. So that has happened. So don't chase whole numbers. That's another lesson. I have an issue with trade I saw in MFU trade breakdown from May. From May. Wow. Memory is very good memory. MashaAllah. Very good. What's this? Impulse buy. Volume time. Candle getting smaller with bigger, lower wick. Good. Okay. Do we actually need to make a lower wick first in such cases before breaking the high? Yeah, I mean, like if we're, depends. See, here's the thing. If we're breaking the high in the first 1 to 2 minutes and price is moving, I'm entering with a lower lot size than my usual. Like let's say if I'm doing 50 lots, I'm going to enter with 25 lots. You know, because what if it goes down? You know, in the first like 2 to 5 minutes beginning and starts to push, then whatever. But if this candle makes a lower wick first without breaking the high and then breaks the high, then I'm going to enter my full lot size. You know, so that's the thing. Sometimes in the first 2 to 3 minutes, price breaks the high, you enter the trade, price comes down, stops you out. Yeah, that happens. You know, and that's the risk you play. That's the risk you play. You know, and if you get stopped out and then price starts to break the high again, then you can give your trader a second chance. Or in the beginning, you had your stop loss below this candle because you're thinking that, okay, you know what? It's breaking the high in the first 2 to 3 minutes. Let me take a buy over here, but I'm going to put my stop loss down below the previous candle because if it does continue to make down a lower wick, it should not break the previous low. So I know now at this time there are some more what if questions running in people's minds, but let's just keep them to ourselves. There are a lot of what ifs, you know, like you can go, what if this, what if that? Oh, what if this, what if that? I just joined. How you got that trade? Oh, this sell over here. Just I entered as this candle closed below these wicks, and there was volume at that time. It continued to push down. We had a very nice. We had like 65s. There was a very ooh, took the exact same trade. Locotes, yes, perfect. When do you think is a good day to get back to regular trading after New Year's? The 10th of January. You know, I'm gonna get back to regular trading around the 10th of January. You know, hold on here, buddy. January, yeah, the 10th. Well, you know, the 13th of January, I'm gonna get back to trading. XLM prayer sound. Well, buddy, just turn up your speakers. What can I say? What more can I say? Join a few. You will find your answer. Or you'll find your answers like. Okay. Okay, good. You'll find your answer just like me. Okay, good. Everyone will find the answer. Seems to have broken support. At what point do you change the support? We change the support once we create support. You know, so let's say you have a bullish candle forming after this, then you can say, okay, we have a support. Dominion funding has the same conditions as normal Dominion markets accounts? Yes. They have same, exact, very same. Alright, so yeah, we just have to wait. Will Dominion be available in USA soon? Soon, very soon. But I can't say when. I can't say when. Very soon. But there are some options coming up. There are some options coming up. Dominion funding is not available in Canada. Oh yeah, it is. Dominion funding, you can use it. Canada, no problem. Why don't you help us giving us live trade to ensure us that we can win in market with proper risk management? Okay, look at this. Said Ghulam. You know what Ghulam means? I'm not going to say it, but you know what it means. Why don't you help us giving us live trade to ensure us that we can win in the market with proper risk? How can I give you a live trade when there's no trade at this point? How? How is that even a possibility? That's not a possibility. So me not giving you a live trade is showing you proper risk management. But wow, pound yen is still stuck at this point. Look, now it's time to consolidate. Is a good idea taking the trade after support has broken? Depends how it's broken. You know, this over here is not support broken. A support broken is going to be if a fresh support is broken. Oh, okay, right over here, yeah. Yeah, so that's your support. See this? Candle came down, candle went bullish, boom. What's this? Support form. Candle broke support, I think that's where you took the sell. Amazing. Beautiful. Is a moving average is good for extra confirmation with SRC? Sure. I mean, if you know moving averages, the best of your abilities, I think, sure. Why not? Yeah. Why not? Wow, look at that light. So yeah, still waiting over here now. You mean the market for Android? Yes. If you sign on to the dashboard or to the website, you'll see it. You have it now. So I'm trying to download an application. Trader. The way Roger and MFU has organized teaching live trading, yes, absolutely. Because you know, this is a conversation I had with someone earlier on. They were talking about this is someone who lives near me in my street, so they recognize me. They're like, "Yo, listen, give signals." I'm like, "No, if I give signals and if I disappear tomorrow, what are you going to do then? Are you going to look for someone else to give you signals? No, then there's no that's all dependency, you know, so that's not going to work. Are you going to take this news? No. You know what I'm going to do? The news is going to come around in about 4 minutes. Take a look at this calendar right over here, right? Look, in 6 minutes, the news is going to come out, and this is, wow, look at this. Everyone who's using MetaTrader right now, take a look at this right over here. This is something that you don't get. Something I don't. 5 minutes. Look at that. News, news, news. Look at this. Red, impact. Look at this impact right over here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a buy stop above 2606.77. 2606.77 is where that's going to go. Buy stop. Sound is not good at all. Yeah, I don't know what to do. It is what it is. Yeah, you can see this shit move over here. Great. Nothing wrong with the sound. Sound is. I remember like a year ago, someone in YouTube live chat said too much talking, not enough trading. Are we in bias or not? I was like, yeah. People have some very, very, very. All right, so we got 4 minutes left. This will be interesting. Yes, I think that's going to be better to use buy stop. Buy stops. And let me. Yeah, that's it. There's nothing much that I can do. Tried my very best today, but I am defeated. I don't know what to do. So just read that. Turn up your speakers. Anyway, just waiting over here now. Just wait. Buy stop. So the stop loss for my buy stop. See if that guy can hear me, then I guess everyone else can hear me. Turn off noise suppression. Okay, let's try that. This is noise suppression. Boom, turned off. So what about now? Test, 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 test. Oh shit. That fucked it up even more. Yeah, it should be good now. Assalamu alaikum wa alaikum salam. Okay. All right. So we got about 3 minutes left. Have a buy stop right over here. Oh wow, look at that. Now the sound is good. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Turn off noise suppression. Wow, he single-handedly saved the whole of YouTube here today. Turn off noise suppression, Mr. H. Let's go to this guy's channel. Your mic is low. Turn off noise suppression. Those are the two messages that he sent me. But anyway, here we are. We have 2 minutes left. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. I have a buy stop above this candle. And if the next candle breaks above this high, I think we are going sky high. Or this buy stop can get activated and we can go and draw down and then I can lose my gains. So using 30 lots is not going to be a smart idea because we're trading news. It's my first trade of the week. I made some money and I don't want to gamble it. So I'm going to use a smaller lot size, a 10 lot, have my stop loss. No stop loss, by the way. The buy stop goes above this candle for the news. Gambling is on. Welcome to Raja Casino today. Raja Casino. Place your bets. But be stop loss? No, there's no stop loss. You will have to put your finger on the X. On the X, or if you have C Trader, you can just hit close right over here when your shit gets activated. So that's basically how you do it. So alright, just waiting over here now. A minute and a half left. Someone is saying bullish. Who's in sells? Who's in buys? Who has buy stops actually? No. I missed all the fun yesterday. Man, look at this yesterday. Look at this stuff yesterday. Look at these 15-minute candles from yesterday. Look, 140 pip candle. Look at this shit over here. This is 200 pip candle. Look at this 15-minute candle. 70 pip candle. News is coming up in about a minute. In about a minute, it's coming up. Oh, people are in buys. Market execution buys. Gambling is haram. Then why are you over here? Why are you on this channel anyway? Why are you watching this stream if gambling is haram? Please explain this to me. Why are you even looking for this topic of trading if gambling is haram? Why? What's the reason? You got devil in your brain, my friend. That's why. You got shaitan in your maghaz. Shaitan is in your maghaz. Okay, 30 seconds. Got a buy stop over here. All right. Let's focus. Focus now. Focus. Focus. 20. If I have a buy stop, should I have a sell stop? Absolutely yes. If we're going to gamble, we're going to gamble good. We're going to cover both ways. You know, I think that's the best way to do. Okay. Getting ready now. 10. Oh, nothing happening. Close the sell stop. Close the sell stop. Nothing happening. Close the buy stop. Maybe bring the buy stop over here. Above this candle. Because if we are going to move up, okay? Because if we're going to move up, we're going to break this high and then continue to push up. It's news time, volume time. The news is volume time. What if you start gambling and your PC is stuck? Then you take out your phone. Then you take out your phone. And if you're unlucky and you're in Pakistan and the government turns off your internet, then you're fucked. You know? numbers are good. Oh, yeah. So I guess we're going to see price push down a little bit more. Man. Man, oh man, oh man. Why are you here then? Dominion Markets works, Bangladesh. Yes. Yes. Very patriotic guy over there. Sent maybe like 20 or 30 Bangladeshi flags with black hearts. Thank you for that. Assalamu alaikum. Zones are done on a 1 hour. And are you trading 15-minute chart? No, I'm not trading 15-minute chart. Man, okay, so nothing's happening. Oh, here we go. We're retracing. I want price to retrace, break its own high, and continue to push up. At least make $1,500, you know. At least make $1,500. Break above this high, and can we get like a 15 pip move, 15 pip, 20 pip, 20 pip move till 2605 from 2603? Man, that's going to be like an extra. I think that's going to bring my day up to 20,000. Yeah, for that we would need a 30 pip move. Oh, here we go. We're retracing now. Beautiful. Let's go. Let's go. Man, it's getting cold. I don't think this AC is working. Should have been warm in my office by now. Wow, it gets cold in Pakistan. Whew. Very cold right now. Very, very cold. Who's this? Rizwan Bushi. I'm a big fan of you. I watch every single video of you trading. I want to trade, but I don't have money. Can you send me some to start? Oh, you think I'm Santa Claus, brother? It's a Wednesday, it's a Thursday, and Thursday is the National Day of Begging in Pakistan. That's what the Thursday is considered to be. National Day of Begging for beggars, and a national day for people to give, you know, but not give to begging, like charity and stuff. And me giving you money to trading is not charity. That's being stupid on my part. What country are you in? Doesn't matter. Clean sell. Yeah, I mean, I didn't no, man. Like, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7th 30-minute candle moving over here. 7th 30-minute candle. Salam Raja sir, invite me for just 1 minute meeting. You say in last session, we'll think about that, please. I haven't thought about that yet. I'm in sells, 50 pip right now. Oh, wow, nice. Look at that. You are up 50 pips. Very nice. Why are markets so choppy in December? Well, guess why markets are choppy. Oh, pound yen is still stuck. Pound yen is still stuck. We are consolidating now. How much is your funded firm lowest account? So our lowest account on Dominion funding is something that no one has ever done before. It's a $12,500 account. Man, where is this? I'm trying to look for some software I wanted to download, and I can't find it. I downloaded it, now I can't find it in this PC. And I have a big problem. I don't know if anyone can help me. I don't know if I can even share this information with you guys or not, but I have to make sure I show it properly. Boom, 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 boom. Nothing to see. Music, videos, downloads. Okay, no one can see anything. Okay, am I going to be exposing myself over here? I don't think I'm exposing myself, right? Yeah, I'm not exposing myself. Okay, good, good. So I have an issue. This drive over here keeps running out of space. It keeps running out of space. I don't know what the hell to do with this. Keeps running out of space. It's 110 gigs. Wow, so annoying. And then all this shit is empty. This is like almost 1.6 terabytes empty. This 400 gigs empty, 400 gigs empty over here. You know, yeah, 277, 133. But this shit keeps running out of battery, space. So I don't know what to do. Should I? No. Okay, so there's no game. There's no game. There's no software that I can find. There's nothing like this. So let's just. I can build the PC, so I know the things to look for. But defragmentation. Should that work? Clear cache. How will clear cache help? Right click and go to format. Okay, let's go to format. You cannot format this volume. It contains version of Windows. Huh? Think I'm stupid? Disk cleanup. Ah, that's a good idea. Disk cleanup. Okay, we'll choose this now, right? Disk cleanup. We'll choose this. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at what it said. It said total amount of space I can gain is 21 megabytes. Wow. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that's not going to help a lot. You think I haven't done this? I have done this. Man, listen, guys, I'm not an idiot. I've done the basic things. You know, I've done basic things. Disk clean. So, who's calling me over here? This guy, he used to work for me. This guy over here. This guy used to work for me. Keeps calling me now. It was getting okay. This trade yesterday, clean range. All right, let's take a look over here. Oh, here, this arrow. Okay. So since you haven't told us what sort of a trade you were looking at, where your stop loss was, so I would have to guess. I would have to guess that you were looking for a buy, stop loss right over here, for price to continue to push up. And I don't know what happened, so I'm just going to guess. This candle closed bearish, and then you closed your trade. Is that what happened? Or did this candle hit your stop loss? Those are the only two things can happen. The third thing that can happen is, which will be very embarrassing, would be if you didn't close at all and price just went in drawdown. How many more years will you trade? I don't know. How many more years will you eat junk food? Or how many more years will you work out? I don't know. No idea. I have stop loss under 15 minutes. Okay, awesome. But I closed 50% off. Oh, beautiful. So you manage risk. That's beautiful. Your parents will be proud of you. Yes. You know what? Wherever I am in life at this point, it's because of my parents' prayers. Not because of people were cheering me to do it, but it's because of my parents' prayers. How to add calendar on the C Trader. If you have a MacBook, then you cannot do that, unfortunately. But if you have Windows, then it will appear right over here. But I run my C Trader on my MacBook, but I use Parallels. I use Parallels for that. So I have it. Yeah, man. Where is the door? Amazing. Love that podcast. What podcast? Is there a new podcast that came out? A new podcast of me is about to come out. See over here. All right. Haven't. Oh, what's this? We are in a trade now. Beautiful. We are in a trade. C Trader also informed me right over here. Market said, bro, your order has been filled at 2603. I'm up $200. Is this a logical trade to take? Is this a trade that a normal Raja Banks will take? A normal Raja Banks? Will a normal Raja Banks take this trade? Never. Never he will take this trade. So I'll close this right over here. Let's get back to senses. And coming back to senses, I realized, yeah, that's, oh, well, made some money, you know. Okay, that's good. Got out of it. I'm good. Yeah, I would not, never, ever, normally I would take this trade, so it doesn't make any sense. Does not make this any sense. One more puff. No, no more puffs coming. Now the next puffs are gonna come in when I watch that Don Wu's video and do like a live reaction. I watched Wakar's videos today. I got a headache. Then I realized I'm totally okay with Raja. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. You know, this whole idea about the smart money concepts and all this, people may be profitable with this, you know. People may be profitable with this, you know. But if you have 100 people, maybe 5 are going to be profitable with this, because it's complicated, it's tough, it has a very, very long learning curve, very, very long learning curve, you know. So what are you going to do all that time? You got 100 people, maybe 5, maybe 10, if I'm being generous, are profitable with this. If you don't know the basics, if you don't know basic price action, the way the candles form, the way the wicks are, the way the bodies are, you know, how the candles form in conjunction with, you know, market times, like London opens, New York opens, London close, pre-London's, pre-New York, right? Like, if you don't know how candles form during those times, then your learning curve for fucking ICT and SMC, like whatever, this is way long. It is way big. Way big. How much time you spend by making your own strategy? I don't have a strategy. I think I'm just really good at reading price action, because I've just looked at price action for the last 6-7 years. That's it. That's it. And that's a way smaller learning curve. That's a way smaller learning curve. Oh, look what I bought today. Where is it? Look at this. Look what I bought today. What I bought today. Look at this. Wow, so good. This one. You know, one of those tweets I have where, as a multimillionaire, well, I don't think you need to be a multimillionaire to do this, you know. So we have one in Dubai. I forgot one in Dubai, and we have the old version over here. So I decided to buy the new one over here as well. So now we got 2. But I don't know. Yeah, I think that would be better for the tweet. I'll do a tweet later. You know what is coefficient of correlation in currency trading? No. You just really good. What a bum. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. You know, the thing is, you should be confident in your abilities. That's the thing. You have to be confident with your abilities. You know, and if you're confident with your abilities, you're going to be able to conduct your abilities at a very, very high level if you're confident with your abilities. And, you know, some people are going to be insecure because you are so confident in your abilities, and they will take that insecurity as arrogance, or like, you know, whatever. But you have to be confident with your abilities. Let's say you can lift heavy weights. Talk about it. Hey, man, I lift really heavy weights. I have a really good body. I go to the gym hard, and like, look, my cardio is amazing. Someone may hear that and say, oh wow, look at that guy boasting about himself. What a bum. You know, if you're good at, let's say, mathematics, talk about it. Hey, I'm really good at mathematics, right? What are you gonna do? What are you good at? Like, you know, everyone's good at something. This is More Calm YouTube channel. I just witnessed someone blowing an account live just now. Oh, nice. Crazy. Confident is gold. That's true. How? No, do you not look at lower time frame? No, I don't look at lower time frame. How do you build your confidence? How do you build your confidence in trading? It's very simple, you know. So I'm going to break this down to you. How to build your confidence. So let's say, no, I don't pray. So let's say, and even then, God has blessed me. I don't think prayer has anything to do with success. Prayer has nothing to do with success. I know a lot of people who pray all the fucking time and they're not successful. They pray all the time and they're still struggling. They pray all the time and they still don't have the things they need. They still struggle, man. I know so many people who pray. So many people out there who pray consistently and they're still struggling in life. And it's not like they say, oh no, their happiness is something else. Their happiness is like, in some other way. Man, fuck no, it's not. Like they tell me about it. They tell me about it. That, oh Raja, like this is this. Life is so tough. I can't, like, my son can't find a job, and this is this. Like, man, like, no. Prayer has nothing to do with success. Nothing. Prayer can maybe help you in the afterlife, spiritually, but while you're over here, why should you struggle while you're over here? Man, come on. Why should you struggle? I'm not saying that give up prayer for struggle. I know some aunties are over here that may twist some words and say shit like that, but I study a lot and can say it simply, Raja, the most beneficial thing about me. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Appreciate the kind words, Robert. Sir, do funded my 1 week hold kar sakte hain? Sure, you can do that. C Trader keeps temp files for charts you open. Those keep taking up your space. Oh, really? C Trader, so it's C Trader's fault, huh? All right, then. Let's take a look at this. So it's C Trader's fault. There's this folder called app data. And that folder, app data, that folder has a lot of stuff in it. That folder has some wild shit in it. So every one of you guys, if you go check out your app data folder, you will see a lot of stuff that's going to be happening over there. Can you check the 15-minute, please, on gold? Sure. Yeah, we're consolidating on the 15-minute. I don't want to say we're creating a support because we're not, because the candle's still open. For a support, for us to say that the support is formed, the candle has to close bullish. It depends on how you feel when you pray. That's correct. If you pray for a life but feel like shit when thinking about that life, you're definitely not praying right. Sure. Supposed to pray to get the feeling the thing you are praying for will give you that feeling of communication. Yeah, I think the way how I pray and I thank God every time. Like, my prayer is, I'm just like, I'm not praying for, oh, give me this, do this. No. I pray so everyone's in safe hands. I pray for everyone's safety, and I pray for thankfulness. Like, I'm very, very, like, I show a lot of gratitude that I thank that, okay, thank you for whatever you have given me. Whether that was when we couldn't pay rent, when, like, we had hard time, bad times, still I just thank, okay, thank you so much. Things could have been worse. It can always be worse. It can always, you can have one arm and be broke, or you can have two arms and you can be broke. So you got to choose what you want. You want two arms and be broke, or one arm and be broke? Right? So things can always be bad. They can always be worse. And that mindset, I think, that just kept me like, okay, you know what? It's not important to chase things, or, like, ask for things. Just ask for safety and just show gratitude. The swap file is usually located on the same drive as the appliance. See if you change it. Oh, okay, swap. Yeah, I'll have to look into that in more detail. That just got a little bit too complicated for me really fast. Swapping the drives for operating systems. Okay. Raja, please level us up with a copy trading account. No, Ibrahim, you can leave. Ask for wisdom instead of things. That's correct. Wow, man, this thing is still dropping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candles moving down. 7 candles moving down. What's the time? It's almost 7 a.m. 7 p.m. My accountant just emailed me. Oh, I forgot to pay him. I paid him 3,000, and he's like, the invoice was for 6,000. You paid partial payment only. Oh, my bad. In this big world, small things happen. Without praying Allah, you can't be a successful person. Look at Bill Gates. Look at Mark Zuckerberg. Look at Elon Musk. He doesn't believe in God. Look at him. Look at all these guys. Look at all these guys. And these guys have given to charity more than all of us combined. They've given that much in charity. with all of us combined. Built schools, like, done a lot of great things, amazing things, blessed people, blessed a lot of people. So you can't bring in religion further. Religion is a very, very personal thing for everyone. And like, when you bring religion in the worldly topics, then things get very messy, So it's very, very personal for everyone. Religion is very personal for everyone. I noticed that the previous 4-hour candle gives you direction for the session. It depends how the 4-hour candle closes. Yes, that's correct. But wow. I mean, if we try to make sense of this 4-hour candle broke the half of the previous 4-hour candle, and then it broke the low with volume, it made sense that it's continuing to push down. This is just hindsight, and this 4-hour candle is going to close in 8 minutes anyway. How to use Dominion funding from the US? If you can use it, you can use it. Hi Raja, new aeronautical engineer from China, Mr. Ranzwan, to join you. Any word for him? I don't know who this guy is. Aeronautical engineer from China, Mr. Rizwan, no idea. But welcome. If you don't have strict rules and discipline, you will lose in life anyway. That is correct. Very correct. But wow, I am just amazed with the way price is moving. The 1-hour candles have moved 290 pips, almost 300 pips. Price has moved. If someone takes a buy over here, I know someone's in buys at this point, and they're probably saying, oh my God, bro, gold, how far can you go? Come on, stop. And that's the problem with gold. You don't know when it's going to stop. It's not a currency. It's a metal. And when it gets going, it gets going. I now know why my feet are cold. Because I used to have a heater over here blowing heat at my feet. And it's not here anymore. It's kind of chilly. You ask for the worldly life, you get that, but a believer asks for worldly and hereafter both. That is correct. That's what I asked for. Actually, that's none of your business. That's why I said religion is very, very personal. Very personal for everyone. Please, can you create a new video for pure beginners? No, there are a lot of videos for pure beginners. What do you mean pure, like versions? 1 to 2 trades a day, only pre-London and London Open. That's perfect. Sometimes are good trades on NY like today. Yes, that's true. But you have to stick to your session. You have to stick to your session. Sometimes there's good trades in pre-London and London Open. And New York is trash. Sometimes London is trash and New York is good. Head must be cooler than feet. Yeah. Can I copy your trades starting with $100? Sure. Yes, you can. I spent 2023 learning SRC, 2023. Any tips to make 2025 a better year? Yeah. Just gotta focus on the number of trades you take. That's it. Wow, look at this, man. Still going. Look where I closed my position, and this is 120 pips up. Wow. Crazy. This is insane. Yeah, that was 50 lots. Let's take a look at this over here. So now, hypothetically speaking, that would have been up $78,000. Wow, that is wild. How much screen time is too much? I'm sitting from pre-London. Buddy, that's too much screen time now. That's too much. Buddy asks, how much screen time is too much screen time? He's been looking at the charts since pre-London. That's too much screen time. I think you don't pray for. That's none of your business. Come on, even if I do now, I'll just say that's none of your business. I can pray for this nail cutter, for all that matters. That's none of anyone's business. I can pray for this remote control. That's none of your business. None of anyone's business. How can you tell that it will be in London volume and not in NY? We can't tell. It's what the market gives us. It's like saying, when we used to do door-to-door sales, and I wasn't getting any sales, I would ask my manager, I'm like, brother, how do you know that this one street will have lots of sales in it? And he will say, well, we don't know. We just got to show up every day. Because sometimes I would be given 4 streets, and I would go in those 4 streets. And my buddy would be given some other streets, and he would go over there, and he would get like 2 or 3 sales at the end of the day, and I would get none. And I would say, man, you got the good streets. That's where you got the sales. And he would say, like, we don't know, we don't know. Sometimes I would get the good streets, and he would get the bad streets. Sometimes we both would get good streets and bad streets, so we don't know. We just got to show up. We got to show up every day. That's it. We show up, and if, like, something's there, we get it. If something's not there, no. Oh, now these people are trying to test if I'm Muslim. Do you believe in their judgment? I've triggered some retards here now. Yes, I do. I do believe in day of judgment. This is so funny. How can I identify a fake out? You cannot identify a fake out. There's no way to identify a fake out. Man, this 30-minute candle has moved 69 pips. Is there any chance for gold to go to 2,700? Why? Do you have a sell? Do you have a buy from 2,700 before the 20th of January? Ooh, why? You got options? How to stop revenge trading? When you take a loss, just call it a day. When you take a win, just call it a day. That's how you stop revenge trading. Can you break down your first trade? Yeah, it was a sell. I did that in the beginning of the stream. Where can I get the link to copy your trades? You have to find it. You have to find it. But anyway, guys, this is the end of the session today. When did you realize you were profitable, and what was your biggest problem? I realized I was profitable when in 1 month I withdrew. No. I realized I'm profitable when I didn't have to deposit again. Yeah, because I started to withdraw, and then one day I realized, man, I haven't deposited in 2 months. That's when I realized that, okay, this is what profitability is. When you don't deposit money. I think that's what profitability is. When you get to the point that you stop depositing, you're like, okay, I'm profitable now. What's the max stop loss to keep on a trade in NY session? Max stop loss, no stop loss. No stop loss. How to stop revenge trading? 1 to 2 trades a day. That's it. Anyway, I'm gonna head off. Take care, everyone. Be safe. Don't lose your gains. In this session, I made $520, and good thing I closed. Look at this shit over here. All right, look at this. Wow, look at this. Look at this. Look at where I closed. If someone's holding, man, you're in drawdown. Look at that. What's the average of pips per month you take? I have no idea my average pips I take. Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you from the hole in the wall, Robert. Current month? Yeah, no idea. I don't know. 20? Maybe 20, 15, 20? Is trading halal or haram? It's haram. Anyway, bye. May see you tomorrow. May see you guys tomorrow. I'll announce it if I do.